what I do remember about my first reaction to this video, watching this particular segment of her just walking down the runway, was that I thought to myself, it doesn't look like she's there to compete. She's just there to pick up the crown and go back home. Like, there was no competing with Catriona at this point. The level of excellence that she was bringing and the level of quality, like the bar was just way too high to even think that she was not gonna get it. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special reaction because we are gonna be watching Catriona Gray's full performance during Miss Universe 2018 again. That's right, you guys. So for those of you who have not noticed, this is not my first time reacting to this video. And the reason for that is because 10 months ago, almost 11 months ago, I filmed my very first reaction to any pageant video ever on this channel. And it was a reaction to Catriona Gray's full performance during Miss Universe 18. And the reason why I decided to revisit this video today is because back in the day, I had no knowledge about pageantry at all. I was not familiar with Catriona. I didn't do what she did at that point during Miss Universe. I just reacted to that video because a lot of you guys asked me to check it out, and I just gave it a chance. That video opened the door for an entire world of new things for me. I mean, pageantry and discovering amazing beauty queens, discovering incredible pageants, and even having a series of interviews with some of these beauty queens, you know. So many things have changed over time. And after reading and learning so much over the past few months, I have really come to appreciate Catriona as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Miss Universe winner of all time. So I decided that it will be fun if I go back and I react to this same video, but with a more critical eye. But I feel like I can give you some feedback, like I can analyze, like I can give you my opinion and why I think that Catriona was so great during her performance in Miss Universe. That's something that unfortunately back in the day I couldn't offer you because I had no idea about anything related to pageants, and I was just giving you kind of like a first impression to what I was seeing. But today I feel like I have the tools, I have the resources, I have the vocabulary to get into this with you guys. So I hope that you enjoy this type of video. If you do, let me know if you want me to re-react to some of my previous videos. The only thing that I'm gonna ask from you is that if you enjoy this, don't forget to leave a like so that my video gets recommended to more people, that you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section what did you think about Catriona's performance, my comment and feedback, and anything else that you want to say. Express yourself, baby. Alright, my friends, so without further ado, let's get into today's video. I really hope that you enjoy it.
Be strong.
Oh, this is going so fast. Okay, let me just go back. I want to talk a little bit about the introduction for a second. Look at Catriona. Look at this woman. One of the things that I really like about her and that I have always admired ever since I started to discover her a little bit is the positive energy that she exudes at all times. It's like almost contagious. You cannot look at her on screen and not feel some type of way. This translates through her body language, through her facial expression, to the tone of her voice. You know, one of the things that we have talked about on the channel for a while is, you know, how queens present themselves and the technique and the execution and so many of those elements, right? But when you look at Catriona, she is a natural. Right now here she is doing the introduction portion of the event. She says proudly her name and the name of the country that she is representing. And often what I see is that queens are shy, or they get anxious, or they get nervous, but just look at Catriona, her facial expression, that smile, so big, so wide, you can tell that she's excited to be there. There she goes with the walk.
Philippines is a former martial artist who earned her black belt at 12 years old. Now 24, this fashion model and singer has raised funds for various charities through benefit concerts held in the country and abroad. Philippines!
Oh my god. Catriona, baby! Okay, let's go back a little bit. One of the things that, I mean, when it comes to her Passarella walk, you have to just hand her the crown, just give it to her because it's so smooth, it's so precise, it's so light. I feel like I have never seen anyone truthfully who is able to walk with so much ease, so effortless, but at the same time being so precise, so on top of the technique. Like, there is nothing that you can point out and be like, this is not good, I don't like this about Catriona, she can work on this. It's just like perfect from beginning to end. And that is, in my opinion, one of the reasons why she has been copied so much over the years. I'm not gonna get into names because I'm not trying to, you know, start a war here, but if you are a pageant fan, you know that big names out there, like recognized beauty queens, have copied her style and had tried to imitate what Catriona has done previously on the Passarella. In my opinion, everything from the facial expression to, you know, when she turns around, the hair, the way that it moves and it just follows and it's so synchronized, is perfect. There's really nothing that you can just point at her and be like, she needs to work on this. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, nothing to criticize. I loved it.
Philippines proudly raised funds to purchase and renovate an old apartment building in Manila. This 24-year-old turned the building into the Young Focused Child Care Plus Center, a school offering free education to children. Philippines!
Damn, Catriona. Okay, I mean, what can I tell you about this? When Catriona is walking down the runway, she has a way of connecting with people. The way that she just looks at the audience, that she looks at the judges, that it's just like, you can feel her presence. You can feel that she is there to really give herself to the audience. It's not even a matter of like being there to impress, but just making everyone feel her presence. Sometimes she's trying to connect with the people in the room, but sometimes she's just staring right at the camera. Like this shot, just look at her, she's staring directly into the camera, making sure that she is connecting with everyone, not just the ones around her, but also the people at home. One of the things that the host was talking about is another thing that I really love about Catriona, and it's her advocacy. The way that she was an advocate for education and for the children who didn't have as much, you know, in the Philippines. And the reason why I admire her for that and I give her props for it is because even after her reign, she has stayed very, very consistent when it comes to giving back to children in those communities and really putting in the work to make sure that she is somehow being a spokesperson and that she is being part of the conversation and that she is using her huge platform in order to bring visibility to these issues. That's when you know that a queen just didn't do this for the clout or for the following or for the money that comes with it, that there was something deeper, something meaningful. And the gown, I mean, I'm not gonna get too much into that because you guys have eyes to see, but beautiful. It just fits her so well. Sometimes I feel like this gown tends to be a little bit forgotten because of how amazing it was the other one that she was wearing in red, hence the red t-shirt. This is a tribute to Catriona. My lights are a tribute to her swimsuit, but we still have to give props to the designer that made this gown. It's beautiful, it looks immaculate on Catriona, and I mean, she can definitely pull it off. Beautiful girl. Maganda.
The second semi-finalist from Africa and Asia Pacific, Philippines.
Come on, Catriona.
Steve, I bet you're happy to see me.
Yes, I'm happy. The Philippines loves me.
You know, back in the day when I reacted to this video, I didn't get this reference because remember that this was my first ever pageant related video, so I didn't know about the incident with Pia, and I was like, why is Catriona asking like if he's happy to see me? Like, they don't know each other. But it's an inside joke to the situation that happened with Pia 2 years prior. I was so lost, I had no clue.
You're a singer and a musician. If you were going to write a song about your experience here at Miss Universe, what would you call it?
Well, you know what, Steve? As a Miss Philippines, I've always felt the love and the support of the Filipino people. And I think I brought half of my country here tonight. And so I would name the song Raise Your Flag, because I stand here not as one, but as 104 million Filipinos.
Oh my god. She actually made it happen. She has a song called Raise Your Flags. I didn't even remember that from the first time I watched all of this. Oh my god. I was so lost once again.
You Philippines.
Working in some of the poorest areas of my country, I found that it was a lack of child support, not poverty, that killed their dreams. A child once told me, Kat, that's just not my life and those dreams aren't meant for me. But I stand here today because someone believed in me, and we owe it to our children to believe in them. Kapung ka.
Oh. This was the perfect example of how amazing Catriona's communication skills are and were back then. I mean, she delivered a perfect speech, no flaws, no missteps, no stuttering or anything, with the right emotion, the right tone. You know, she's talking about a very sensitive subject, about poor children, and talking about the consequences of poverty is not an easy task, especially to make it accessible and relatable to anyone. But Catriona just had that gift of really connecting with the audience in a way that it didn't feel like she was trying to make herself look good, or that she was just using this advocacy for bring visibility to herself. And now that I watched this, I actually remember, you know, my reaction video that I had with Catriona and Tito Boyabunda, and that was like such a learning experience. Even to just watch the video, it was like amazing to see how smart this girl was, and then combined with the genius of Boyabunda, it was like mind-blowing.
Still in the running is
Philippines!
Philippines.
And it's just around the corner. I'll be right there next to you. Once I started music, it just was fulfilling in a way that
She has such a beautiful voice
wasn't.
as well.
My
It's
mom told
insane.
me that even when I was in the womb, like I was dancing along to music. I'm an only child, very, very close to my parents, especially my dad. He would always say the longest journey starts with a single step. When you have a dream or an ambition and it's so far away and it's so high up, you can feel overwhelmed. But when you look at it as just one step at a time, one day you're gonna look up from your feet and you'll be at your destination. So that's a piece of advice from my dad that I feel I'm going to apply my whole life.
Philippines.
Oh. Okay, alright, so let's go back a little bit to talk about this part of the swimsuit presentation. So this is something that I actually did not remember at all, and it was the fact that they had a cape. This is actually an added layer of difficulty because it's not longer about just the walk or the performance or how you look and the confidence and all of that, but then you also have to make this piece of fabric look, you know, gracious, and you have to make it look fabulous, and you have to make it look like it's walking with, and that it's not getting on the way of your performance. Just like she did during the previous swimsuit presentation, this one was effortless, flawless, and the fact that she was able to incorporate that accessory is just like, you know, just attests to the level of professionalism of this woman. I'm gonna keep it short for this one because I feel like I said most of my comments during the previous swimsuit presentation, but you get the point. Since day one, there was not a moment that you felt like, oh my gosh, she's underperformance. It was always at 100. Here we go with the red gown. And the famous lava walk. Ooh, Catriona! I am hypnotized. Oh, this was... Damn, Catriona! First of all, I mean, like, this gown at this point is iconic. There's no denying this gown is going down in history of Miss Universe. Whenever you see this tone of red, when you see this shape, you automatically think of Catriona. And the walk, once again, it has been copied 100 times, but there's only one who has it, and that is Catriona Gray, the OG. The lava walk belongs to her. Copyrighted, I don't care. What I do remember about my first reaction to this video, watching this particular segment of her just walking down the runway, was that I thought to myself, it doesn't look like she's there to compete. She's just there to pick up the crown and go back home. Like, there was no competing with Catriona at this point. The level of excellence that she was bringing and the level of quality, like, the bar was just way too high to even think that she was not gonna get it. And you know, the fun part that I'm doing this after so many months and after having reacted to hundreds of other videos, I feel like I can really appreciate the uniqueness of Catriona. It's something that you don't see every day, It's rare, it's hard to find. And she had it. She had that X factor that most people are trying to replicate today. She just had it naturally. And I feel like it's like if you take, I don't know, the right amount of uniqueness, the right amount of charisma, the right amount of beauty, of communication skills, empathy, and social responsibility, and you put it out on a blender, that's what you get from Catriona. I mean,
Earning spot number 3 is Philippines.
I'm excited for her Q&A. I forgot what her answer was.
The first finalist with a chance to take the Miss Universe crown is Philippines.
I can imagine like the Philippines back in the day at this particular point, everyone going crazy.
Philippines, please join me. Congratulations. I'm sorry. Okay, get ready. Here is the question. What is the most important lesson you've learned in your life, and how would you apply it to your time as Miss Universe?
I work a lot in the slums of Tondo, Manila, and the life there is it's poor and it's very sad. And I've always taught myself to look for the beauty in it, to look in the beauty in the faces of the children, and to be grateful. And I would bring this aspect as a Miss Universe to see situations with a silver lining and to assess where I could give something, where I could provide something as a spokesperson.
Chills.
And this, I think, if I could teach also people to be grateful, we could have an amazing world where negativity could not grow and foster, and children would have a smile on their face. Thank you.
I mean, I'm gonna show you the chills because I don't want anyone to think that I'm faking it or that I'm all over the place. Chills. You know, I mean, the answer, perfect, amazing, you name it, like remarkable. I give it 100%. But what's honestly like so incredible about it, she answered something that she actually did. It's something that she actually accomplished. As I was telling you earlier, I feel like Catriona is one of the candidates, at least that I've seen, has put the most amount of work when it comes to her advocacy, and she was really able to follow up on that promise and the statement that she delivered on stage on this particular day. I've seen photos of her working for so many different causes, for so many different campaigns, and yes, of course, I mean, like, Catriona has become, you know, like a celebrity at this point, and she does a lot of magazines and television and all of that, but she never really forgot about the causes and about the kids and those who need her the most and needed her platform most importantly. So for that, honestly, I admire her on so many different levels. A true queen, you know, this is how you separate the ones who are doing it for what they can get out of it from the ones who are doing it for other people. And Catriona was definitely doing it for someone else, I feel like. Oh gosh.
Thank you, Philippines.
This is her final walk with Neo performing. Oh, Neo was like, let me get a, you know, let me grab this one. He knows what's up. He knows what's good. I don't blame you, Neo. I don't blame you. I will do the same. I don't know why, but this seems like such an amazing year. Like, the stage was amazing, the production so beautiful. I feel like compared to 2020, it wasn't as big. What do you think? I mean, and in all fairness, you know, the top 3 was beautiful. Look at Venezuela, my God, she looks like Cher, a goddess. South Africa, iconic. This is really when the powerhouses were going one against each other, just fighting for that crown. But once again, I feel like Philippines was really just standing out. Look at Catriona with that confidence, that pose, that color on the dress, the lips, the smile. I can go on and on and on for hours with the adjectives, but I won't make you go through that, okay? You get the point.
Center stage.
The announcement.
Both of you have worked so hard to get here, but only one of you is about to become our new Miss Universe.
Why am I stressed? I know the answer already, but...
To fulfill her duties, the first runner-up will take her place. Good luck to you both.
Ay, Dios mío.
The new Miss Universe is...
Killing!
Philippines!
Philippines! We knew. That was not a surprise. Uh-oh. Oh my god.
Take your first walk as Miss Universe.
Catriona looked like happy and excited, but not very surprised. She knew, I mean, come on. You're freaking Catriona. You know that this was gonna happen. Amazing. Oh. I mean, what can I tell you? Watching this video after 10 months, almost 11, it's just like taking me back to really those first memories and those first impressions about Catriona. But as I was telling you, I feel like in this particular moment, a star was born. No pun intended, no nothing. Catriona is really, I feel like, iconic, not just in the Philippines, but like worldwide. When you think of Miss Universe, you have to name Catriona somewhere. She set the bar so high that everyone has been just trying to reach that, not even exceed it, but just almost like get close to that bar in the level of quality and excellence that she delivered. I don't want to be redundant, but I was telling you that everything that she had to offer, she had the personality, she had the empathy for people, she had a strong cause, she had the technique, the beauty, the commitment to the organization. I don't even know where to begin. I mean, even the fashion. I saw a documentary of her and she was talking about how she included like so many different references to the country and the culture and the people. And it was just like, it just felt right. As I was telling you, I just felt like she went there to collect her crown. It was not a competition for her. She was just passing by to pick it up and go back home to the Philippines. And that's what she did. So there you go, you guys. That is my reaction to Catriona Gray's full performance during Miss Universe 2018, 10 months after I first discovered Catriona, and actually my first ever pageant video. So let me know in the comment section if you agree with my comments, my feedback, and my first impressions as well. If you want to watch that first video that I filmed, I will leave a link in the description down below, so check it out. It was a lot of fun. And while you're at it, don't forget to leave a like on this video so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, come here and give me a hug, because that's a little tradition on the channel. You know that I love you, that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, everyone, please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one.